Hi guys, welcome back to the QST channel. Today I'll be doing the 3.1 quiz for the math periodic. Okay, let's start. Okay, here they want the derivative of this equation. So first of all, we want to simplify it. So this divide by x power 3 for all of them. So 2x to the power of 8 minus 3, 5 minus 3 to the minus 3x to the power of 3 plus x. Then now you derive, so you get y prime is equal to 5 times 10, you bring it down, 10x to the power of 4 minus 9x squared plus 1. So that's the answer. Okay, now the line y equals negative 8x cuts the curve that at the points A, B, and C is that x of A is the smallest and x of B is in the middle and x of C is the biggest. Okay. Okay, so first of all, let's try to write this equation in a simpler form. So let's distribute x plus 3x squared minus 3x squared plus minus 9x cubed. So you get y equals to x, you cancel those, so you get x minus n 9x cubed. Okay, and what do they want? They want the intersections between these two lines. So when you have intersections, you make them both of the equations equal. So you do negative 8x equal to x minus 9x cubed, and you solve for x. So you bring it to the other side, you're gonna get 9x minus 9x cubed equals to 0. You can factor 9x, so you get 9x. 1 minus x squared is equal to 0. So you get 9x equals 0, and 1 minus x squared is equal to 0. This gives x 0, and this if you move x squared to the other side, you're gonna get x squared equals to 1, which gives you x is equal to 1 or negative 1. Okay, so now we have the three intersections. They said x of A is the smallest, so x of A is negative 1, then x of B is going to be 0, then the last one is 1. Now they want the y's, so we take the x's and we substitute them in the original equation, in the curve or the line, since they intersect anyway. So y is going to be equal to negative 8 bracket negative 1, so it's going to be 8, and the same thing for b, going to be negative 8 times 0 is equal to 0. Same thing for the last one, it will be negative 8 times 1, which is negative 8. So now you got the points, you put them here. Now which of the following statements is true? The tangents to the curve at A and C are parallel. When you want to find if two lines are parallel, you need to see if their slopes are equal. So first let's find the slope at A. Slope at A, we can find it by the derivative. So let's find the derivative of the curve. We know the curve is y equals to x minus 9x cubed. Let's derive it to be y prime equals to 1 minus 27x squared. Now we find to find the slope at A, you substitute negative 1. So y prime is going to be equal to 1 minus 27 times 1, because negative 1 squared is 1. So 1 minus 27 is equal to negative 26. This is for A. For C, you do y prime is equal to 1 minus 27 times 1 squared, which is the same thing. 1 minus 27 equals to negative 26. They're equal, so we can say that they are parallel, so it's correct. Now the slope of the tangent to the curve at B is 1. Let's check. So y prime is, we know it's 1 minus 27x squared. If you substitute in 0, you're gonna get 1 minus 0, which is 1. So this is correct. Now if you check the other ones, tangent at B is perpendicular to the tangents at A and C. Okay, perpendicular means if you multiply the slopes, you're gonna get negative 1. So let's try to multiply the slopes. We found that the first one is negative 26, second one is 1. Negative 26 times 1 is not equal to negative 1, so this is wrong. Tangents are perpendicular. No, we found that they're parallel, so no. At C is negative 1. No, it's negative 26. B and C are parallel. No, because they don't have the same slope. Okay, now let P with x and y 3x squared represent any point on the curve C. Let Q be a variable point on C whose abscissa is x plus delta x. And they want the slope. First of all, what's the slope? The slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's say y2 and x2 are for this one. Okay, if this is x and this is y, then we can say that y is equal to 3x squared, right? This is the equation of the curve. Okay, we want to find the y of this one. So you do y is equal to 3 bracket x plus delta x squared. I write the delta like this because it's easier for me. Okay, y is equal to 3. Distribute it, you're gonna get x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared. So y is gonna be equal to 3x squared plus 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared. Okay, now we know y1, it's 3x squared. We know x2, it's x plus delta x. And we know x1 is just x. So now we can apply the rule. So m is equal to 3x squared plus 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared minus 3x squared all over x plus delta x minus x. These two will cancel, these two will cancel. You'll be left with 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared all over delta x. So you can divide delta x from each one. So delta x, delta x, delta x. So you'll be left with 6x plus 3 delta x. And that's the answer. Okay. Now they're saying as delta x approaches 0, what's the slope gonna be? Since it approaches 0, it's gonna be like, so you basically it becomes 0, like very close to it. Basically becomes 0. Anyway, okay, so then it will be 6x, because 0 times 3 is 0. And now when x is 1, you use what you found in here. So you substitute it in here. So 6 times 1 is 6. If y equals x power 5, then y prime is what? Now here's just simple differentiation. So you bring the power down 5 and then you minus the top by 1, so 5x power 4. Now for this one we want to find y prime. Now first of all you need to distribute, so let's do that. You'll 2x cubed times 5x squared is equal to 10 x power 5 plus 6x cubed plus 5x squared plus 3. Now differentiate it. Bring the 5 down. 50x to the power of 4 plus 18x squared plus 10x plus 3. And that's the answer. I mean, without 3, my bad. It becomes 0. A point on the curve y equals 4x squared minus 9, so the gradient is 24. Coordinates what? Okay, so here they gave us y prime, it's 24. And what do they want us to find? They want us to find the point with this y prime. So first of all, let's find the general form of y prime. Y prime is equal to 8x. So we do 8x is equal to 24. X is equal to 3. We found the x is equal to 3. Now to find the y, we substitute it in here. So y is equal to 4, 3 squared minus 9 is equal to 27. The equation of the normal line to the curve y equals whatever is at the point whose abscissa x equals 1 is what? So for the normal, first of all, you need to find the slope of the normal to get the equation. To find the slope of the normal, it's negative 1 over the slope of the tangent, which you find from the derivative. So let's start by finding the derivative to get the slope of the tangent. So y prime is equal to 2 times negative 0.5 is negative x plus 0.5. Okay, that's the derivative. And now substitute in 1. So y prime is equal to negative 1 plus 0.5 equals to 0.5. This is the slope for the tangent. Now we want to find at the normal. So y prime at the normal is going to be equal to negative 1 over the 0.5, which will be equal to negative 2. Wait, I did a mistake. Negative 1 plus 0.5 is negative 0.5. So the y prime of the normal is going to be equal to negative 1 over negative 0.5, which is equal to 2. Then we do y minus a equals to x minus a. So I switch this with b. When you have a point a, b. So we have a, it's 1. We need to find b, which is the y basically. So we substitute 1 in here to find it. Y is equal to negative 0.5 times 1 plus 0.5 times 1 plus 3. You get 3. So the point is 1, 3. Now you can substitute it in. You get y minus 3 equals to the slope. What was it that we found? 2 x minus 1. Now you just simplify, bring the 3 to the other side. 2x minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 1, and you found the equation. God. Okay, this one is simple. We derive everything on its own basically. So 15x squared minus 2 times 8, 16x plus 7. Just bring the powers down and minus the power by 1. This is similar to one we did before. So y prime is negative 12, and I want you to find the point which has this y prime. So y prime is equal to 3x squared minus 12. So 3x squared minus 12 is equal to negative 12. 3x squared equals to 0. X is equal to 0. So you found x is 0, so substitute in the original to get to the y. So y is equal to 0 minus 0 plus 5, so 0, 5. The equation of the tangent line to the curve y equals x squared minus 3x at the point 0 is what? So they want the equation of the tangent. So this time you don't need to do negative 1 over reciprocal or whatever. You just find the derivative. So y prime is equal to 2x minus 3. Now substitute with 3 to get the derivative at that point. So equals to 6 minus 3 equals to 3. So now you do y minus b equals to 3 x minus a. So y minus 0 is equal to 3 x minus 3. You get y is equal to 3x minus 9. So basically here, after you get the derivative, you immediately do the y minus b equation, and because you're not doing the normal. In the normal you do negative 1 over the slope. Okay, the equation of the tangent. Here they want both of them. So first the derivative, of course, always the derivative. Y prime is equal to 12x squared minus 5. Now they want the tangent at negative 1, so y prime is equal to 12 times 1, because negative 1 squared is 1, minus 5 equals to 7. Okay, so I had a problem. Okay, now I'm back. So 12 times 1 minus 5 is equal to 7. That's the slope of the tangent. So now we start with the equation y minus b is equal to x minus a. So I'm going to write up here y for the tangent is equal to minus we need to find the b first, right? So let's substitute in negative 1 here. So y is equal to 4 negative 1 cubed minus 5 negative 1 plus 2. We'll get negative 4 plus 5, which is 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So we're gonna get y minus 3 is equal to 7x plus 1. So that will be y equals to 7x plus 7 plus 3, which is equal to 7x plus 10. We're done with that. Now for the normal, you do the reciprocal and negative, so it's going to be negative 1 over 7. So we do y minus the same point, which is 3, equals to negative 1 over 7 x plus 1. So you get yn equals to negative 1 over 7x minus 1 over 7 plus 3. You are going to get negative 1 over 7x, then negative 1 over 7 plus 3 equal to 20 over 7. Now look, in the answers they've put it without a fraction, so we have to remove the fraction by multiplying by 7 on both sides. So you get 7y equals to negative x plus 20. So, and in here they put the y and the x together, so we just move it here, so we get 7y plus x equals to 20, and that's the answer. Okay, for this one, okay, so first you keep the radical 5 aside, keep it aside, then x, make it into a make it into an exponent, it's not a radical, so to be x to the power of 1 over 2 over 6th root is x to the power of 1 over 6. Now we just work with this x, so radical 5 aside, it will be x to the power of 1 over 2 minus 1 over 6, which is equal to radical 5 times x to the power of 2 over 6 or 1 over 3. Okay, now this is y. We want y prime. Y prime is going to be, again keep the radical 5 aside, bring the 1 over 3 down, and do x to the power of 1 over 3 minus 1, which is negative 2 over 3. Okay, so then radical 5 over 3 times, to make it positive you bring it to the denominator, so 1 over x to the power of 2 over 3 equals radical 5 over 3. When you have a fraction in the exponent, the denominator is the root and the numerator is the power. So outside you put the root, cube root of x squared, and that's the answer. Y equals radical 4x, so it's the same concept. You make it into a power, so y is equal to x power of 1 over 4. So y prime is going to be equal to 1 over 4 x to the power of negative 3 over 4. So then you bring it down, it's going to be equal to 1 over 4 x to the power of 3 inside, and then outside is 4. So that's the answer. Okay, x power 10 and 10th root of x. So you'll get y equal to x power 10 over x to the power of 1 over 10. So you'll get y is equal to x power 10 minus 1 over 10. So will give you x to the power of 99 over 10. Since it's going to be 100 over 10 minus 1 over 10, you'll get 99 over 10. So y prime is going to be equal to, bring it down, 99 over 10, and then x to the power of 99 over 10 minus 1, which is 89 over 10. Okay, now you put it all in the 10th root. So y prime is equal to 99 over 10, 10th root of x power 89. But we aren't done here. They want you to simplify it more. So to bring something out of the 10th radical, it must be divisible by 10. So what's the biggest number that's divisible by 10 that we can make out of 89? It's 80. So y prime is equal to 99 over 10, 10th root of x power 80 times x power 9. 80 divided by 10 is 8, so we're gonna leave with 99 over 10 x power 8 radical x power 9. So yeah, that's the final answer. Now radical x power 5, you make it into a fraction, power I mean. So x power 5 is the power of 1 over 2. You multiply the power, so you're gonna get x to the power of 5 over 2. Y prime will be 5 over 2 x to the power of 5 over 2 minus 1 will be equal to 3 over 2. So it will be 5 square root of x cubed over 2. Y equals to radical 2 over 5 x. So for this one, you keep the radical 2 over 5 aside so you can calculate easier. So you get radical 2 over 5, keep them aside, times 1 over radical x, or 1 over x to the power of 1 over 2, which is gonna be x to the power of negative half, right? We keep it to 1 power and we keep it above so we can differentiate easily. So y prime is equal to radical 2 over 5 times negative 1 over 2 x to the power of negative 3 over 2. Since you minus 1, it's going to be negative 3 over 2. So you get you get negative radical 2 over 2 radical 5 times 1 over x to the power of, square root of x cubed. Okay, it's a little messy. Wait. Now put this all in one fraction. It will be negative radical 2 over 2. The radicals, they stick together, so radical 5x cubed. And that's the final answer. Okay. The figure below shows a sketch of a part of the curve with equation 2y equals to negative 3x cubed minus 7x squared minus 4x. It means the x-axis at the origin, point K, negative 1, 0, and point L. The normals at O and Q meet at the point M. You want the abscissa of point L and coordinates of M and K. Okay. First of all, they want the coordinates of L. What did they say about L? They have meets the x-axis at the origin, point K and point L. So they're saying what they're saying is there are 3 points that intersect the x-axis: point L, point K, and the origin. And we want to find point L. If it meets the x-axis, what does that mean? It means y is 0. Since when we meet the x-axis, y is 0. Okay, so Substitute y is 0 in the equation that they gave us. You get 0 is equal to negative 3x cubed minus 7x squared minus 4x. This factor the x out, you get negative 3, get x out, negative 3x squared minus 7x minus 4 equals to 0. So you get x is 0, okay, and negative 3x squared minus 7x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now you can use the calculator for this, or you can factor it. If you use the calculator, you're gonna get x is negative 1 and x is negative 4 over 3. Now look, they said the origin, it means the origin is 0, 0, 0, and k is negative 1, so L is going to be negative 4 over 3, which is the one that's left. So that's the answer. Okay, now they want the coordinates of point M. What's point M? Point M, they said where the normals of O and K meet their intersection, yani. So first let's find the normals of each one. So let's first find the normal of O. Let's start with O. To find the normal, we start with the derivative. Okay, but we can't derive with 2y, so let's make it just 1y. Y is equal to negative 1.5x cubed minus 3.5x squared minus 2x. Now we can derive it. Y prime is equal to negative 4.5x squared minus 7x minus 2. Origin is has what x? X is 0, so we substitute 0 in, so y prime is equal to 0 minus 0 minus 2 is equal to negative 2. Okay, this is for what? This is for the tangent. Now we want the reciprocal, the negative reciprocal, to get the normal. So y prime of the normal is equal to negative 1 over negative 2 equals to 0.5. Now you do the same equation. Y minus b, which is 0, equals to 0.5, x minus a, which is 0. So y is equal to 0.5x. That's our first equation. Now we do k. For k, it's the same derivative. Y prime is equal to negative 4.5x cubed minus 7x minus 2. What's the x of k? It's negative 1. So you do negative 4.5 negative 1 cubed minus 7 negative 1 minus 2. You're gonna get negative 4.5 negative 1 power 3 plus 7 minus 2. You get 9.5. Okay, wait, my bad. This is supposed to be square, not cubed. Okay, so it's not 9.5. You get 4.5 plus 7 minus 2, which is negative 4.5 plus 7 plus 2 is equal to 0.5. And now you do the normal. So you got y prime of the normal is equal to negative 1 over 0.5, which is equal to negative 2. So now you do y is equal y minus b, which is 0, equals to negative 2x minus a, which is negative 1. So minus 1 is plus 1. So y is equal to negative 2x minus 2. That's the second equation. Now we have both of these. Now we have to equate them to get their intersection. So 0.5x is equal to 2x minus 2. So you get negative 2x minus 2, sorry. So 2.5x is equal to negative 2. X is equal to negative 0.8. Okay. Then for the y, you substitute in this or that. This one is easier, so y is equal to 0.5 times negative 0.8 equals to negative 0.4. So your point is negative 0.8, negative 0.4. Okay. Okay, and we got that correct. Now the area of OKM. OKM. Okay, let's imagine where OKM is. This is O, this is K, and where's M? M is negative 0.8, negative 0.4, so it's going to be somewhere around here. This is M. It's going to be down there. Okay, for the area, what do? You do base, half base times height. The base is OK. Okay, and the height is equal to the y of M, right? Isn't it? If you check, it goes 0.4 down, so the height is 0.4. Okay, wait, let me just show you. So it's going to be, the area is going to be half the base from O to K. From O to K it's 1. The distance is 1 because it goes from 0 to negative 1. So the distance is 1. And from OK to M, this distance is 0.4. You don't account the negative because it's a distance. So you're gonna get 0.2. That's it. I don't think this question is gonna come in the exam, but I did it just in case. Okay, consider the curve with equations given by y equals 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. The slope of the secant line joining point P on the curve whose abscissa is 2, and the variable point QH on the curve whose abscissa is 2 plus h is AH plus 10, where AH is a whole number. What's the value of A? So this is basically they're telling you to find the slope of 2 points QH and P. Okay, first of all we need to find the y and x of each one. For point P, what are we given? Abscissa 2. What's the y? Let's find the y. 3, 2 squared minus 4 plus 1. So you get 3 times 4, 12, minus 4, 8, plus 1, 9. So you get 2, 9. For QH, abscissa is 2 plus h. So the y is going to be what? Y is going to be 3, 2 plus h squared minus 2, 2 plus h plus 1. So y is equal to 3, 4 plus 4h plus h squared minus 4 minus 2h plus 1. Okay, then distribute even more. Y equals to 12 plus 12h plus 3h squared minus 4 minus 2h plus 1. Continue simplifying. Y is equal to 3h squared plus 10h. 12 minus 4 plus 1 is 9, and this is the final y. squared. Okay, so now you have the y. Now we can find the slope, so 3h squared plus 10h plus 9 minus 9 over 2 plus h minus 2. Cancel, cancel, these get cancelled. Let's get 3h squared plus 10h is over h. You can cancel the h's, you get 3h plus 10. Here they said it's ah plus 10 and they want a, so a is 3. Now using part A, deduce the gradient. So if you want the gradient, you basically take the h and try to make it 0. So make the h 0, what will you get? You're gonna get 10. So 0 times 3 is 0 plus 10 is 10. Okay, this is easy. Derivative of y equals 7x. Bring the power down, so 1 times 7 is 7, and the x becomes 0. Becomes 1. I mean x power 0 is 1. Yeah. So it's 7. Okay. Equation of a normal. So first of all, let's find the derivative. F prime of x is equal to 4x minus 0.125. If the line is normal at 0, they want okay, so first of all, let's find the equation of the normal. First of all, let's find the slope. So 5f prime of 0 will give you negative 0.125. This is for the tangent. Always the first one you get is the tangent. Then for the normal is going to be negative 1 over that. So you get 8. So then you do y minus 0 equals to 8, x minus 0. You get y is equal to 8x. Okay, so I got y equals 8x. I got y equals 8x, and now I want to find s. So I substitute 5 in here, so I get 8 times 5, you get 40. So you just substitute the x into the normal equation. Derivative of 7 squared, it's a constant, so it's immediately 0. Don't get tricked by the power. If there's no x, immediately it's 0. Now y equals 1 over x cubed. You do y is equal to x power negative 3. Now you derive y prime equals to negative 3 x to the power of negative 4. Now you want to make it without the negative, so negative 3 over x power 4. And that's it. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video.